Oh, we are live. Folks, look, I didn't plan to go live, but if you are not outraged right now, you're not fucking human. Um, Unbelievable the what's playing out in Minneapolis. What I want to talk about it quickly is fascism, which kills. Um, we should know who these guys are already. If you're watching this, you know who these guys are. There's no accountability. There is no competency. There is no compassion. There's only cruelty. There's only stupidity. There's only whatever they do when they feel like doing it. There's only different rules for them than there are for us because, again, they're special. They're important. You know, Trump and his little billionaire friends, little chubby Musk and his fucking Teslas that he decided to destroy his customer base for, and weirdo Peter Thiel who needs to live forever. God help us all. It's them against all of us. And I don't know who hasn't realized this by now, but it doesn't matter. You can be, you can be Rosa Elena Gonzalez, 80 years old, just living your life in Caracas. Maybe she had family. Maybe she just was going to see her grandkids. Who knows? And you're blown to smithereens by somebody who commits fucking war crimes and ignores, the UN, ignores the U.S. Constitution, ignores the fact that Congress is supposed to declare war, ignores our laws, is a convicted fucking criminal. Again, whenever you refer to Donald Trump, convicted criminal Donald Trump, adjudicated rapist Donald Trump, who Jack Smith found to be the single most culpable, if I can speak English, person for January 6th. We just had the 5-year anniversary of that when they attacked our Capitol and they put, 150 police in who ended up having to go to the hospital. A few people died because they're fucking seditionists. But of course, that never went forward. If you can't see the connection in all of this, because fascism is just committing acts of violence because you feel like it, stealing people's property because you feel like it, doing whatever the hell you want to do. You don't care. You don't care about Rosa Elena Gonzalez. She'll never breathe another breath. Her family has lost her forever. You also don't care about Renee Nicole Good, it's the name of the woman, who was shot in the fucking back of the head by one of these ICE thugs in Minneapolis. I'm so glad to be hearing the mayor tell them to get the fuck out of Minneapolis, hearing the head of police tell them to get out, Tim Walz saying they're going to investigate them. Democratic attorneys general, Democratic district attorneys, wherever you are, start arresting them. Start investigating them. They are breaking the laws of your states. I promise you. Okay? We have due process. They're not allowed to wear masks. They're not allowed to not identify themselves. No more tinkering. No more messing around. No more, we might do this. And I'm not trying to insult Democrats. I get it. We're up against a ridiculous force. We're up against something we never expected to have to encounter. And everybody has to find it in themselves to join this fight. And you may have to find courage that you didn't know you had. You may have to do things you didn't think you had to do. But when Tim Walz is talking about calling it the National Guard to kick ICE the fuck out, which is what I've heard, if that is correct, of Minnesota, yes. Democrats, attorneys general, arrest them. They're committing crimes. They smash in somebody's window without identifying themselves, without due process in terms of having a reasonable suspicion. Arrest them. When they throw some pregnant woman to the ground, arrest them. They're fucking criminals. Did you see the guy? There was a video came out today. I have it up on my notes on here if you want to look at it. He has an SS tattoo on his neck, and he's walking around Minneapolis, and he's an ICE officer. Would you let an ICE officer who came and knocked on your window with a fucking SS tattoo on their neck, would you open your door? I mean, not that you'd open the door for any of them. No, you'd probably try to drive away because these are crazy fucking Nazis. Okay? But what's the end result? They might shoot you in the head. All right? So, again, it's all related. All right? Rosa Elena Gonzalez is related to Renee Nicole Good, is related to all the other innocent people who they've attacked, who they've beaten, whose windows they've smashed, who, gardeners and others they've dragged out of places and disappeared in, their cute little alligator fucking Alcatraz. Oh, that's so creative. You guys are so smart. No wonder you put your name on the Kennedy Center, because you're just like artists or something. They're fucking criminals, convicted criminal Trump. Okay? These people are not fit to fucking, run a dry cleaner. They're running this country. Kristi Noem likes to shoot dogs in the face. She likes to find a way to illegally get her daughter a real estate license. All right, she's another one. She may be busy now with Corey Lewandowski somewhere. I don't even want to go any further into that. These people are fucking idiots. They're scumbags. They care about nobody. I've heard there are priests and rabbis and all sorts of regular people gathering in Minneapolis. Renee Nicole Good deserved more than this. I don't know at this point if she's Latina. I don't know if she's white. I don't know if she's a has a green card. I don't know if she's an undocumented worker. I don't know if she's a citizen. And you know what? I don't fucking care. You don't get to treat people like this. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your little organization is. I don't care that you're a little Nazi because you're a little incel. Went around fucking high school like the loser you were, dreaming of revenge. Enough with these people. Enough with the losers of our society striking back and getting their revenge against the rest of us. So finally, again, I repeat myself again and again, but that's what messaging is. So Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer, this is messaging. This is what you do. You don't say, pursuant to the Constitution, I don't believe it was right. No. You say, a convicted criminal and an adjudicated rapist illegally bombed Venezuela and murdered an 80-year-old woman who will never get to spend time with her family again because he admitted he will take their oil, which is a war crime. You say these thugs, many of whom were hired because they were all pardoned after January 6th because they're terrorists, like Ashley Babbitt, who they built some shrine to in a website. She was a terrorist trying to break into the Capitol. Nobody, you hope, would get shot. I wouldn't even want her to get shot because I don't think anybody should be. But in the end, she was held accountable for her actions. They were defending the Capitol. Okay? So enough of this. Enough of defending the criminals. Okay? In the end, all what we're united by from 5 years ago, on January 6th, and united by our bombing in Caracas and a shooting today of an innocent woman in Minneapolis, is that we are being run by lawless thugs, by a convicted felon, Donald Trump, by Pete Hegseth, who had to settle a sexual assault case, by Kristi Noem, who shoots puppies in the face, by Kash Patel, who can't even get both of his fucking eyes to look in the same direction, but also God knows what else, planned an insurrection. Why was he not prosecuted? He didn't have any immunity. I don't know. Ask Merrick Garland. I don't know what he was doing that day. These are the worst people in the world, and they're the ones who are running things in this country. Go out, protest, write a Substack, do a YouTube video, go get together with your friends, have a gathering, convince people who are on the fence, because this is ridiculous. And I'm telling you, I go to a place where I have a few places where I go to work out. One of them we'll just call MAGA Gym, which has a few MAGA folks who work out around me, and I'm going to start giving these regular reports. This isn't like, a poll, okay? This is more like a focus group. And no, I'm not that little douchebag kid who'd be like, I went to the artisanal coffee shop, and I ever heard that liberals love Trump. I'll tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly that I hear at this place, because I overhear it all. But today, a woman who was a big Tucker Carlson fan, and some of these other people, because of something written by C.J. Hopkins, who's right-wing, and I don't know much more about him, has turned against Trump, was saying that she thinks Trump, of course she used part of the globalist, blah, blah, blah. But when I, said that she thought Trump was controlled by Putin, she voted for Trump. She won't be doing so again. All right? We need to get the message out. Independent media, corporate media is shit. Barry Weiss is a joke. That dork on CBS who threw all his people under the bus because of the wrong graphic. It's us, folks. We are who we have to fight this fight against them, to end up in a place where we live the lives in this country that we wrote that we would live in the Constitution. All right? It exists in there, and we can have that. We need to fight for it. And again, they don't. I think I'm done with this rant. I'm just going to say again, because I keep saying I'm going to say it again. All of these stories are tied to each other. They treat Venezuela with violence. They treat American citizens protesting them with violence. They treat the Capitol with violence when they lose an election because, yeah, you lost, Donald. And they don't care who they hurt. They don't care who they shoot in the head. They don't care whose apartment building they blow up. This is who they are. Define them as such. It is Donald Trump, the criminal, with a group of elite little billionaire assholes who are robbing all of us and stealing democracy from all of us. I don't care whether you, as I said earlier today, we had a great live, me and David Schuster with Kazim Rashid. I don't care if you're making $50,000 a year, $500,000 a year, $5 million a year. We're all on the same side against these billionaires. They are robbing all of us. They are jacking up childcare on all of us. They're jacking up college prices. They're buying up houses on mass private equity and making so people can't live. And yeah, they're shooting you in the back of the head when it makes sense for them, and they're bombing you. It is us against a small group of weirdo fucking sociopath billionaires and Trumps. That is this election. And that, Hakeem Jeffries, is the way you should be speaking about it. Maybe you should read what Seth Moulton wrote or what Ruben Gallego said. A criminal illegal attack in Venezuela, a criminal illegal attack in Minneapolis. That's what we're up against by billionaires and Trumps who think they can't be held accountable. Let's do that. Next election, let's hold them fucking accountable. Before that, let's march, let's make noise, let's go on social media, let's fucking, fly planes with signs behind them, use smoke signals. I don't care. Whatever way you can do it, get your message out about who these people are. Anybody you know who's undecided, make sure they're not just following corporate media. Make sure they're getting from honest people who it is that is against them, who it is that is destroying this country. All right? It's Peter Thiel, it's Jeff Bezos, it's the fucking Oracle idiots, the Ellisons. They are against all of us. They are oligarchs. They want this to be Russia. And fuck them. We're not letting that happen. So all I'll just say is, I'm not a religious person. I won't say a prayer, but I'll just say for Rosa Elena Gonzalez, rest in peace. I'm sorry for what you suffered at the hands of our so-called leaders. For Renee Nicole Good, I'm sorry what you suffered at the hands of our leaders. For the courageous folks out there like Mike Fanone and Harry Dunn and others who were there 5 years ago, sorry what you suffered because of these fucking billionaires and Donald Trump, but no more. Every day we need to wake up ready to fight them in every way. All right, enough. I hope everybody goes out in Minneapolis. Don't be violent. Be non-violent. Show them who we are. There are more of us than there are of them, and we're not violent thugs like they are. All right, that's all I have to say this time. Thanks for watching, guys. Keep fighting the fight.